Phrase number one. The first phrase all confident women love to use is, can you make an exception? Can you make an exception is an absolutely brilliant confident phrase, and it's definitely one you want to have in your repertoire and use regularly. This can work in all aspects of life. For example, if you're in a salary negotiation in your career path and a recruiter says, I'm sorry, it's against our policy to offer a higher number than the accepted range. You can say, could you make an exception? See how that works? And if they say, well, it's really not the policy, then you say, but could you make an exception? This phrase works wonders. I have also used it in my personal life. For example, one time I had to cancel a hotel reservation last minute that had a no refunds policy. So when I asked for a refund, the hotel clerk let me know that they had a no refunds policy. I said, I totally understand. Is there any way you can make an exception? And she said, okay, I could do half back. Pretty cool, right? When in doubt, ask if they can make an exception. The second phrase is like me, short and sweet. It is a petite powerhouse. It is one word. The word? Why. Why is a brilliant phrase and question to use when you find yourself tongue-tied or in a situation where you just don't know what to say. So, using the same example, if someone's like, well, it's not our policy to go above the range, you could say, oh, why is that? Or if someone says, we cannot add that to the product roadmap at this time, you can say, why? You see how that works? Why is brilliant. Put the burden of explanation back on them. Don't accept no on its face. Confident women do not take no for an answer lightly without a good explanation and a good reason behind it. So, when in doubt, ask why. The third phrase that confident women love to use is, I don't understand, or I still don't understand. Now, this one may surprise you, but the reality is pretending to know everything is the antithesis of confidence. Only very insecure people pretend to know everything, and it's often very transparent and obvious that people are doing that. So confident women know there's nothing wrong and everything right with saying, hey, I don't understand what you just said. Or if someone explains something, you can say, I didn't understand that either. Or I still don't understand. Could you explain it again? And you are a smart, confident woman. So if you don't understand, most likely it's because that person is not doing the best job of explaining it, not because you are not doing a good job of understanding it. So that's a really important distinction. Smart people ask questions, and people would much rather have you ask a question than pretend to understand, go off and do it wrong, and then they have to explain it to you again anyway. So hold your ground, say you didn't understand, you still didn't understand. I guarantee you are going to get like messages and compliments after the meeting of all the other people who also didn't understand, but they didn't have the confidence to speak up. That's why you're the confident woman, and that's why you're going to be the one to use this magical phrase in your next big conversation. The fifth and final phrase that all confident women regularly employ is, let me think about it. Let me think about it is a key phrase because if you find yourself in one of those sticky situations where something is flooding you or what someone is saying is just giving you kind of a uneasy mixed vibe that you can't really process and you don't want to be on the hook to respond in the moment. For example, maybe someone is giving you a piece of feedback and it's a lot and they're kind of like ambushing you with this feedback and you're not 100% sure how you feel about it. You can say, thanks for the feedback. Let me think about this and I'll come back to you if I need to follow up. It's a great one. Or if someone is asking you to do something, like take on another project and you're just not 100% sure in the moment if you can, you could say, it sounds really exciting. I'm not 100% sure what my schedule is. Let me think about it and get back to you. So, let me think about it is an amazing phrase to kind of take the power back, buy yourself time, and as a confident woman, we aren't willing to be rushed. We're not willing to do things that we're not 100% on board with, and we want time to fully, confidently, 100% process our feelings and our decisions, and we will be rushed by no one. And this is just a great way to kind of put that pause button to give yourself enough time to make a decision and not have to go a less confident, powerful route, such as saying yes in the moment and then having to backtrack.